What's up, weirdo? Shade Tree Surgeon here, and it's time to tell you a story of triumph, tragedy, heartbreak, and redemption. There's been a few constants on my channel over the years, and one of them is my Harley Davidson FXR, but it wasn't always my FXR. Let me take you back to over 10 years ago, back to a time when a magical beast known as the Waldicorn still roamed the earth.
When all else fails, you just gotta pop a couple beers. That makes everything a little bit better.
Doing something right, I'm believing.
How can it not start? We have Harley beer.
We got beer, cigarettes, and Metallica. This bike has to start now.
So man, how does it feel after a year and a half, or it's just several months now, to be back on the bike?
Indescribable. Best feeling in the world.
As the Waldicorn left for greener pastures, he bestowed on me the stewardship of that sacred named weapon, his mighty FXR.
There comes a time in every man's life, a fork in the road where he must make a choice. Will he continue to wear that mask of youth, to live that cheap and comfortable lie? Will he choose to cross that vast chasm that divides just good enough from true greatness? And finally, now I can call myself a real biker! Hell yeah!
To say it was in rough shape when I got it was just a bit of an understatement. But like any new Harley owner, the first thing I did to fix it was cover it in chrome eagles.
And we all know that noise equals horsepower. Hell yeah!
Triple Eagle Combo.
Combo Breaker!
Shockingly enough, no amount of eagles or skulls actually made the FXR run better, so I spent some time learning how to work on Harleys, and I will tell you, there's no better teacher than a neglected Harley from the 80s. The lessons are harsh, and there's a pop quiz every time you ride it, but you will indeed learn, or you won't ride.
Okay, it starts the bike and the kill switch works. Excellent.
I was honestly shocked at how much I fell in love with this bike, and I wasn't alone, as a lot of you guys ended up loving this beat-up old FXR as well.
This is Sultan from Saudi Arabia. Been a fan of your channel. Looking forward to Sunday, Wednesday, especially for the FXR content. Keep it weird. Hope you like the t-shirts. Super, super cool, man. Well, let's make a couple modifications.
I jumped in feet first to modifying the FXR into something I could tour on with varying degrees of success.
Never a dull moment with the FXR. Alright, well hopefully that holds.
When COVID-19 rolled around and turned the world upside down, I found myself with an amazing amount of free time, as most people did, and I really started to put some miles on old Barf Party.
We'll call it essential for our mental health.
Once again, with varying degrees of success.
Oh no. Now just get me home.
Well, let's see if the sucker even starts after all that.
I can only assume that the FXR is a jealous creature, as the list of ladies that have been on a date with me only to have the Krusty Glide break down during that date is, well, it's longer than I'd care to admit.
Whoops. Almost made it. Hop on.
Why is it so loud?
Because it's cool.
That sucks.
I ride this bike all the time. There's nothing to worry about. Uh-oh.
I ride this bike all the time. Nothing to worry about.
Please, please. Yeah, this ain't starting. help. I just broke my throttle cable. That's not a big deal.
Get it off this main road, though.
Oh, they can suck my dick. Oh, yeah, dude. Good as new. Hell yeah, dude. All right, let's see if this is going to work or not. Oh, easy peasy, baby. Come on.
Though none have suffered at the capricious hands of this Harley Davidson more than poor Cassidy.
Is that his?
Second place still has a girl on the back, so I'll take what I can get. And when you're on a bike like that looks like this, you definitely take what you can get.
It sounds good though. It does.
Usually what you can get is it starting. What's that smell?
Yeah, I smell it too. We gotta pull up.
Apparently you chose right.
I chose right. I chose right.
Alright, well, you're gonna have to run back on the flip side because I don't want you to see anything dangerous.
Yeah, no danger.
Though Cassidy either has a heart full of compassion or is just too stupid to quit because she would always come and help me nurse this drama queen FXR back to life. Also with varying degrees of success.
My neighbor here in the warehouse complex just came up to me and goes, hey, does this belong to you? I think I saw it fall off your bike as you just rode by.
Alas, despite her best efforts, it broke down no less than 4 times with her on the back, which, definitely not my fault.
Oh, he got me! Dude, he got me! Even with the wheelie!
Baby, you got it, girl! Dude, talk about a
Of course, I will say in my defense, there was times that I was pretty distracted while I was working on it.
Me and Cassie are gonna jump into that thing and
But before we do that, I have some other ideas.
well, all right, let me tell you what, boys. When Cassie comes in here in that get up, you put down the wrenches for a second. A little bit of gas out of here. It seems to have stopped now. The bike leaks just about everything else, so leaking a bill of fuel is not exactly out of the ordinary for this thing. Let's push on.
And after hundreds of videos and tens of thousands of miles, after all these years, the FXR finally gave its soul to the halls of Valhalla, ending its life, not rotting away in a garage somewhere, but flying through the hills of North Georgia and grasping for one last shining moment of glory.
Come on, you can make it! We're so close! I know I'm asking a lot here. I'm just asking for 8.4 more miles. Come on. Please don't catch on fire.
Now that doesn't look very good.
All right, everybody say a quick prayer for Josh to not get set on fire trying to do this. She's running. Let's see if we can make anything happen. It's just like blowing gas on my leg right now. I have no idea what's about to hand grenade in that motor right now. Come on, 6.5 miles. Oh my gosh, this is a terrible idea. Oh my God, you can do it. You can make your final destination. 6 miles. There is not pleasant sounds coming out of there. 5.5 miles. I hope there's not a lot more uphill. Something tells me there's probably gonna be though. I just gotta make sure if I see one, I get a lot of momentum going. This is a no-break situation right now. All right, up the hill, up and up and up, up. Oh, this is a big one. All right, I gotta get as much momentum as possible going down here. Or else I'm never gonna make it up this thing. Come on, come on, come on! Use your momentum! Oh, 4.5 miles, this is not good. if I got enough ass left to do another hill. Oh, nope, I don't. It completely let go. There we go. That's it. That's all she wrote. Okay. Let's get over here. That was not good. Oh, buddy. Well, we got a little closer. That doesn't look good. Okay, this is about to start a fucking fire. That was almost bad. Starter relay fused together. Well, that is really all she wrote.
Truly, could this be the end? Not a fucking chance, baby.
What is dead may never die, but only rises again, stronger. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the rebirth of a legend. Barf Party no more. I now present to you the Vomit Comet.
Barf Party has shuffled off this mortal coil and endured a Kafka-esque metamorphosis, and it emerges from its rotting cocoon, hungering for one thing: vengeance. And yea, vengeance, thy name is horsepower, as the new beating heart of the FXR is a 124 cubic inch total performance show-polished Evo. It makes so much power, I even made a rare nod to slowing down with some radial GSXR brakes out on the back. This much power would twist a stock swing arm up like a pretzel, so I have a Brox Performance box aluminum swing arm out back and a 2.5 inch open primary dry clutch, and of course a 6-speed overdrive Baker transmission. You'll notice that not a lot else has changed because I didn't want to knock the cross off this bike, not at all. In crust we trust, baby, and it's what I love about this machine, but I did want to hollow out all that crust and hide some dynamite inside, and I will tell you, it feels good, y'all. It feels real good.
And so now begs the question, now we ask ourselves, was all of it worth it? Was all the headache, all the money, all the time on this stupid FXR, on this dirty bike, from turning it from Barf Party into the Vomit Comet? Was it worth it? Well, you know what? When it comes to getting this one back on the back of this thing for its redemption run, I'm gonna go ahead and say it was worth it.
It was worth it.
We gotta take the top box off because even though Cassidy is quite slender, she doesn't quite fit with that top box and me. Last time that Cassidy CXS Tattoos, the last time that she was on the back of this motorcycle, it actually broke down. And the fact that she still talks to me, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna count that one as a win, baby. There's definitely a startup procedure now, and as it says right here, I cannot forget the compression releases, because if you forget the compression releases, even though this has a pretty freaking high speed, high torque starter, this motor's powerful enough that it's still very unhappy if you do that. Barf Party, the Vomit Comet, reborn like a phoenix from the ashes. With its redemption run, the very first ride, how could we do it without Cassidy on the back? Come on, baby. We're taking shortcuts, baby. We ain't waiting at that light. Man, 124 cubic inch FXR Vomit Comet reborn. I ain't about waiting at no stoplights right now. Come on, baby, we gotta move. Boy, this thing freaking gets now, all right? The FXR
car has gone from something that took a little bit to reach ramming speed, you know, a nice slow burn. When it came from going to 0 to 60, this it was more like a Stephen King novel or The Wheel of Time, and now it goes 0 to 60 faster than you can say it. Come on, baby. Total performance motor. Again, this was not made to sit in traffic, baby. This is a race motor. Let's go. Once again, Tampa traffic cares nothing for the dreams and schemes of poor old shade tree surgeon, the vomit combat, and its redemption run. Doesn't everybody know who's trying to get home right now from their job and trying to get home to the families? Don't they know how long I've been waiting to ride this motorcycle, and this is how they're going to treat me? Unconscionable. So it's this thing is not motor's not tuned for absolute maximum screw you horsepower, although very tempting to do that. Still making, I'm sure, like 120, 130 horsepower. Oh, that's right. I have turn signals now. I don't even remember to use them, like a BMW driver. Turn signals. The heck they put those on there for? All right, hanging out here in front of Tiger Temple Tattoo with my man Murph. We ended up having a lot in common. He came down here to get tattooed by my man Ken Dean because he saw him on the channel. And you said you didn't get a tattoo until you're in your 40s? Were you 40 already?
42 now.
42 now.
I had a few tattoos.
Yeah, some bad. Well, you know, you can still get bad tattoos. You can still get bad tattoos now if you want to. They gotta be old to be bad. Said he wanted to get tattooed, but he saw Tiger Temple, and that looked like the space he wanted to do it in. He's from Canada, and I asked him what he does, and he told me he had 9 kids. So I got a good idea what he does with his free time. Just got walking again after a motorcycle accident, and now he's reliving his life like he should. And I think that's pretty amazing, because if you get in a motorcycle accident in America, you're basically doing what I'm doing now, which is drinking beer in a gas station parking lot, not living the years of your life that were spent not living it. We just had an awesome conversation. I'm not going to share the details of it because there was a lot of personal stuff in there, but needless to say, a man after my own heart. But you can follow his wife on YouTube, his and hers, Cane Corso.
He had a sweet old tribal man. And there goes his youth. You can hear it just buzz away.
It's covering up 90s tribals freaking one day at a time, man. Oh, wait. You're only 42. When'd you get that tribal, dog? Oh, okay. All right. All right, it was 90s. You get a pass, dude. I was about to say. Don't let this stop you from getting tattooed, but if I had every tattoo I wanted since I was young, I'd have some pretty ridiculous tattoos. Which is why Ken has a bunch of cover-ups, but he also is very good about doing cover-ups.
That's so fucking true.
Don't let that stop you from getting tattooed. But if I had every single tattoo I wanted, I've gone through phases of regretting this and wishing that I had gotten. I would have both entire butt cheeks covered by Yosemite Sam back off mud flaps, which me and Johnny Spinoso at the time thought was a really good idea. I'm so glad that didn't happen. I would have to preface it to every new girl I had sex with. I'd be like, yo, don't be alarmed. Mud flaps.
That's the point of this tattoo. I'm gonna
Yeah.
feel alarmed.
Fair enough.
I got a big pirate head on my ass, and that says butt pirate at the top of it.
Of course you do. Yeah. If you didn't have that, I would be alarmed. Apparently old habits die hard. I'm also just gonna have to ask Cassidy not to be mad at me. Don't worry. But I did lose my shifter.
No, this bike.
I know, dude. I know. Well, hey, you know, it was bound to be something. That's the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It wouldn't be a voyage of the Vomit Comet without something. I don't know. Is it the Vomit Comet or is it Cassidy? I think it's probably the 40-year-old FXR. It's probably that, not Cassidy. But
You can ride without a shifter, though, right?
oh yeah, we'll just stay in third gear the whole time. It's no big deal. It's like a 1 cent piece of metal this big.
When you got off the highway, I was like, this isn't the exit.
Oh, well, you know, if there wasn't some kind of issue on the maiden voyage with Cassidy CXS tattoos there on the back, I might have actually started to worry. I think that would have made me more nervous than something going wrong. But as far as things going wrong, a shifter linkage falling off, we'll take it. And luckily now we have plenty of torque to start in third gear.
You know, I'm sure somebody else would be pretty upset that their motorcycle that they've spent all this money on and all this time fixing up, that it let them down on its maiden voyage, also with the pretty girl on the back. But to me, it just feels really, really comforting, like putting on your favorite hoodie. By the way, we're selling hoodies on brapstar.com. Those are going to be done with pre-orders pretty soon, so get one if you want one for Christmas. Shameless plug. I am my own sponsor, so visit brapstar.com if you want some cool swag. And that's gonna about do it for this one, but don't worry, the FXR won't be down for nearly as long as it has been in the past. It is a easy fix, and hopefully it continues to give me a little bit of a headache because I usually like things a little temperamental. It just keeps me on my toes. So till next time, y'all, keep it weird.
Crashing through the sky comes a fearful cry. Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. Armies of the night, evil taking flight. Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Panic spreading far and wide. Can the world oppose the deadliest of foes? Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. Who will risk it all to end the evil call of Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. They never give up, they never say die, walking tall with banners high. Shade Tree Army, a ruthless gang of scum, villains, freaks, and bikers determined to rule the world.